What's good? Smoky Grimy. And this is why you should have a herb vaporizer. Now, some of y'all probably don't even know what a herb vaporizer is. Some of y'all haven't even smoked before. Alright, I'm gonna explain all of this. So, a herb vaporizer is basically, actually, I have one. Let me pull it out and show you. Alright, so I'm back. This is a herb vaporizer for y'all that want to see it and don't know. This right here. It's a little machine. You open this up right here and you put the weed in there. Then you press this button and you get to control the temperature. I'll explain once I put this away. So basically, if you smoke weed, you should have a herb vaporizer. Why? So first, this herb vaporizer is pocket sized, bro. It fits in your jeans. It fits in your hoodie pocket. Like, it's so small. It's not that big. When you open it, it literally, all you gotta do is grind weed, right? Literally like point 0.20, point 0.30 max. It fits in there. You put a point 0.20 in there, point 0.30, and you close it, and you turn it on. You literally able to adjust the temperature. The lower the temperature, the more you can taste it, right? The higher temperature, the faster it bakes. You see how I use that word bake instead of burn? Yes, it bakes. It does not burn it. So the smell is a lot less. It vaporizes it. So it's literally like a mini oven. I recommend like 400 and up the the temperature. So basically, you put a point 0.20 in there. Point 0.20, not even a gram. That's a fifth of a gram. You put it in there of like any type of weed. It could be dog shit. It can be really good. I've only used really good and good weed, but my friends have tried it with dog shit. And dude, if you, bro, like if you put a point 0.20, it gets you higher than a J with 1 gram in it. You know why? Because when you smoke a J, all that smoke lingers. Like all that weed is being wasted. It's being smoked away. And when you inhale, some of the smoke is coming out the other side. So all that weed's being wasted, and it's a whole gram. Yeah, it gets you smacked and gets you burnt. But when you put a point 0.20, bro, it gets you smacked. It's like if you smoked 2 grams instead of one, in my opinion. You know why? Because it vaporizes it and it's all inside there. Like it's like a little, it's like this big, and it keeps it all inside there. And then there's like the little thing where you, the only way vapor comes out is uh, if you suck in, pause, right? If you do that, and if you blow the air in, and it all goes into your mouth. Just pause. Wait. Nah. Okay. It all goes in, right? All the vapor goes in, and then you're able to breathe it out, right? You can hold it or not hold it and blow it out immediately, and it has a timer on it, 5 minute timer. Mine at least has a 5 minute timer. So as soon as you start it, as soon as you turn it on, the temperature starts rising, right? You wait until it like vibrates or buzzes, and that's when you know it's ready. And it has a screen. It shows the temperature and all that. It's so tough. And then you get to see the timer too. It shows the timer on the bottom right while it's ticking. And you do all that. It takes 5 minutes, and you literally get higher than if you smoked a J. And it only takes point 0.20. So the reason why you should have it is, one, it smells a lot less because you're baking it instead of burning it. And the cool thing is that once you open it, you gotta throw it away. Obviously, like you gotta dump it, but you're able to keep it for edibles if you like edibles. I personally rarely, like I've only eaten edibles like 3 times. I don't really like them that much, but you get to keep it for edibles, and it's good because it smells less if you're living with somebody that does not like the smell, or if you're trying to hide the smell. And if you're trying to hide the smell, let's be honest, it does not hide it completely, but if you buy a smoke buddy, which is on Amazon, you can get it for free. If you get a smoke buddy, you literally get the air, right? And then you blow into the smoke buddy. It's like a little big container. I don't have it anymore. I left mine in the U.S. So it's like a container. There's cool designs on it. I got one that was like a flaming one. and you blow into it, and no smoke comes out and no smell. So if you really want it to be undercover, bruh, you can open a window, have a fan facing towards the window, right out the window, boom, you do that. As soon as you're done, you blow it out. You blow it into the smoke buddy out the window. And the fan too, like they're not gonna smell anything. And then you gotta open it and dump it. You could just dump it out the window. Sometimes you gotta like smack on it hard or get like a mini little thing to stick and scrape, take it out because sometimes it's like a little bit stuck. But it's better to grind it and then put it in there because one, it's easier to take out once you're done, and two, you get to fit more. And what's cool about it is that it's only 0.20. So if even if you feel like you're not high enough, you're like, oh, I'm not high enough. Boom, you just refill it. You refill it and use it again. Another 5 minutes, and that's still less than half a gram. 0.40. Let's just say 0.25 each. Let's just say usually you use half a gram, and you got higher than if you smoked 4 grams. So it's good because you get you higher than a normal J. It smells less, and on top of that, it makes your weed last a lot longer. Like, let's say your weed usually lasts you a week. Now it's gonna last you a month because you use it a lot less. But one of the downfalls is that you're gonna want to smoke a lot more since it's a lot easier and it uses a lot less. So you're gonna end up wanting to smoke more and maybe not be as productive. Everything you gotta do with caution. You gotta have control on what you're doing. But if you got the money, you got the money, you know? So that's another benefit for it. And there's a bunch of different types. There's there's some, mine can have wax in it, but in a special container. I don't do that. I have a separate one for wax. I got them both for free. I recommend the one that I got at least. They don't sell it on Amazon anymore because I got it for free and then they took down the list and I guess they lost a lot of money. The prices range. I think the cheapest one I've seen is like 120 all the way to like 300 or something. But keep in mind, don't cheap out on this thing, or don't get the most expensive. Just go on YouTube, do some research, find a nice one, right? Find one that you think is good, and you're literally keep in mind you're gonna be saving thousands of dollars on weed because of this device. So don't think, oh, it's expensive. No, it's gonna be saving you money in the long run. You gotta think smart, right? Also, you should clean it, right? They say you should clean it every time you use it, but I'm gonna be honest. I've had it for over a year. Well, actually, in 1 month, like around this time, it's been like a year. It's been like a year, and I only cleaned it like last month. Like, you really don't need to clean it, but eventually you do because where you get the vapor from inside there builds up like some wax. So I would recommend and just clean it at least like every 5 to 10 uses. All you're really gonna do, like what I did, is I went in there with something and like took out the wax, but because I didn't want to use alcohol and then have to turn it on and like clean it out because what if you still take in the alcohol? That's not very good for you. So I wouldn't put alcohol in my opinion because the only way the vapor comes out is if you blow it in, right? But you don't want to blow in alcohol. So what I do, I got like a paper clip thing, like something that can scrape it out, and I just took it out little by little. I was taking out all of it, and boom, it clean, and now I was able to breathe in more. But what you should clean is the part you're able to detach. There's like a little metal circle thing. You should clean that because I think it's a little bit clogged up, like the little filter. You should definitely clean that because that determines how much you can do it. But that lasts me a year of like no cleaning. So even if you really didn't want to clean, and then your shit gets fucked up, might as well just buy another one. With all the money you saved, you could just buy another one. You could just buy one every year. It's just once a year. It's not that much. And how much money you save on weed and backwoods, papers, lighters. So that's all of it combined. So you save a lot of money. But yeah, that's some of the reasons why you should have a herb vaporizer.